Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to merge duplicates or possible duplicates here on Familysearch. So why you would need to do this is, let's give them the example of my grandparents. They had brothers and sisters, and when they grew up, they probably all made Familysearch accounts and added their brothers and sisters onto Familysearch. Then they had 6 daughters, and they all grew up and made Familysearch accounts and put their parents in on Familysearch. Then, they have like 19 grandkids, and some of us have all grown up, and we've made Familysearch accounts and added our grandparents in. Well, when one of my grandparents dies, all of us are gonna have to put deceased on Familysearch, and then once they're deceased, we're gonna have to merge it all because Familysearch doesn't realize it's the same person, and so we're gonna have to go through and merge it all and merge all the information, all the memories and sources and everything, just so that my grandparents could be one person, 2 different people, but we can all have the same grandpa and all the same grandma and all the same information on our grandma and grandpa. So we have to go through and merge. Another reason why we might have possible duplicates is somebody can come in on Familysearch and be like, hey, I want to put this ancestor in, and then Familysearch will be like, oh, here's a list of possible people, and they go through that list of possible people, but they just don't feel comfortable with anybody because, somebody on that list doesn't have enough information, or they don't have enough information, whatever the possibility, so they make a new person. And then later on, their person, they get enough information on their person, or another person gets enough information, and then Familysearch is like, wait a minute, these could possibly be the same person. We need to merge their information together so we don't duplicate ordinance work or, do, twice as much work when we could just do the same work for one person, add all the sources for one person, do all the ordinance work for one person instead of 2 people. And then merge it down the road and be like, oh, we did all that work for 2 people when we could have done it for 1 person. Does that make sense? Hopefully that did. So here I am on William's personal page. And to find the possible duplicates, you scroll all the way down. And then right here on the right hand side will be tools. Right after latest changes, there'll be tools. And they'll be like, ooh, possible duplicates, blah, blah, blah. We want to click possible duplicates. So somebody else here on Familysearch has put another William. Our William is this one up here at the top. So it says William, here's his ID number, here's his birth. If we had death, it would be right here. Here's his parents. And if he had a spouse, his spouse would be over here. But everything that we kind of need to know is right here about our William. And then down here should be a list of other people. This William right here is the possible William. I would say it's pretty much him because, look, same birthday, same parents, we don't have a spouse, don't have a death. I would say it's the same person. So we could say review merge, or we could say not a match. If you click not a match, it'll show you all pretty much the same information. You explain why it's not a match, and then click not a match. Or you can click cancel. I'm going to click review. So this is the merging page. Anything that's on this column here on the left, no, the right here on the right, will end up being deleted. Anything that's left over here on this side will be deleted. So please, 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 people, move over the parents, the kids, the spouses, even if they're already on the other side, on the left-hand side, please move them over so we do not delete them and all their sources and memories. We can re-merge them later on down the road. Please do not delete them. Anything over here is what's going to stay. You can switch positions so that the William that is on your right is the William that will stay, and the William that is on the left will be the William that's on the right, that will be the one that ends up being deleted, if that makes sense. I only ever do this if the person that we're going to delete has more information than the person on the right, and I just feel too lazy to hit replace a million times. Now on to the merging information. So we're like, oh yep, this one is William, this one is William. If they end up having like a different name and you want to bring like the correct name over, or what you feel like is the correct name over, you can hit replace or undo. If you want to, because right now all the information's the same, we could just hit replace, or we can just leave it as is. Never, 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 ever, 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 ever hit reject. Because if you hit reject, then Familysearch will totally delete this information and say it's not a match, it's never going to connect, it's never going to work. We should just delete this information and totally get rid of it. Don't ever do it, because it's totally wiped from the system for forever. Don't ever hit reject. So let's say, like over here, we had just the birthday, but the person on our right had the birthplace and date. We'd be like, oh yes, we need to move that over. Otherwise, it'll end up getting deleted. So you'll purposely want to move the more information over. Oh look, this residency is perfect. So our residency on our left, we only have the 1900 residency. Whereas the one on our left, our right, the one on our right has the 1859 residency. We will want to add that information for sure. And then, like I said before, even though the parents are the exact same, even down to the ID number are the exact same, we always, always, always hit replace. Because if we don't, they will be deleted. It is not cool and it's not fun to delete that and then have to try to figure out what the heck you just did. If you don't want anything that's over here on this side, you could just hit undo. But I don't know why you would do that. Besides, you just happen to have like you accidentally put in the wrong spelling. I don't know. Once again, if you don't feel like this is a match, you can hit not a match. If you don't feel comfortable doing the name, you can hit cancel. But I am comfortable with what I've done, so we're going to hit continue merging. Explain my reason for merging. For this case, I put same info because literally they had the exact same info. And finish merging. As soon as you're done merging one name, it will take you back here to their personal page, and you'll have to scroll all the way through to go back to possible duplicates. Sometimes it brings you back to the possible duplicate page, but not very often for me. So let's go down my tabs up here and find another person, another example. Chloe, we can scroll down. Hit possible duplicates. Oh, yep. She's a good example. Same name, same date and place, but we're missing a father and a spouse. So this is one of the reasons why we merge, because whoever's this Chloe's is does not have a father and a spouse. We want to add that information. So I'm actually going to show you a cool another way. We're going to copy this ID number. So you can actually merge by IDs. So sometimes they don't list the names down here, or you forget to look in the non-matched areas, and you were like, I know these people are the exact same person, I need to merge them. You can copy one person's ID number and go to the other person's merging duplicate page, and we could be like, merge by ID, and we'll put the other person's ID in, and then we'll click continue. And now we have two people we can merge. So, once again, same thing. Anything that's here on the right side will be deleted. Anything that's here on the left side will stay. I'm not going to bring any of this over because it's all the exact same. And the only thing that we'll want to bring over is the mother. Even though she's already listed and it still has the same ID, we'll want to bring it over and then merge her later. And we'll go continue. Reason, same info. So now I brought you over here to this name. I don't even know how you say that first name, so we're going with Susan. We're going to scroll down with her and do possible duplicates. And even though she has a same spouse and a same parents, same birthday birthplace. Well, actually, this one has more birth information. Go them. But same birthplace and date, but then spelling is different. Just because it's one letter, I can pretty sure that this is her. I'm like 99.99% positive this is her. But she's another example I want to show you guys. So I'm going to hit review merge. Even though it says female, somebody's put in how they know that's correct, and we'll want to bring that information over. The spelling, we can choose which one we want to bring over. Try to normally keep the original one, because generally when you come down here, it'll be like, oh, there's a different spelling than the original one, and it'll want you to move in the other spelling, but for some weird reason it's not working. So I'm just going to have to add that down the road, the alternative spelling. So let me hurry and copy this. Copy. But once again, I'll want to bring in the death over, even though it's the same death information. I'll want to bring that over because they have a copy of their death certificate, and that's how we know it's correct. Versus this person has not listed why their information is correct. Definitely want to bring the birth over because we have more information than what's on the left. And same with the burial, they have reasons they know. Replace this, replace the family members because we don't want to delete people from Familysearch because that's just horrible and wrong. Oh look, we got to add a new spouse and child. What? And now we're going to add parents that we're definitely going to have to merge later on down the road because they have different ID numbers. Actually, just the mother has a different ID number. And then we'll click continue to merge. Same info. Actually, we'll put similar. This time I put similar info just because we did have a different birth and a different spelling of the name, but pretty much everything else was the exact same. So finish merging. Okay, we're gonna hurry and go through 2 more people just so you guys can understand how merging works, and we can go through like the not a match. So here we have George Foster. We're gonna scroll down, do possible duplicates. And here's this George Foster. Even though he has 2 matching people that have the exact same name and the exact same spouse name and the exact same spelling, this would be up to you of what you spiritually, comfortably, whatever you want to call it, feel okay doing. Just because there's just not enough information, you can hit right now, say not a match, and put in not enough information, and then as time goes on and more information is added, we can go through the not a match list and be like, oh, this person said there's not enough information, and now there is enough information, and we can, merge them. That's if you feel comfortable doing that, and if you want to do not a match. I personally, just because there is not enough information, wouldn't do it because the odds of having, actually her last name's kind of unique, but the odds of a million George Fosters is pretty common, especially in the United States or England. That is a very common first name and the last name. So you just have to be careful on who you merge and who you don't merge. There actually could also be names down here that are not even similar, and we'll see an example of that here next. So here I am here on Sarah Jones's page, and we'll scroll down, hit possible duplicates, and for her, these are not even close. We have a Elizabeth Jones, which actually could possibly be her, and we have a Sarah A. Jones, which possibly could be her just by the name, but date and places don't really match at all. We don't have enough parents' information, and husbands' names don't even match. Granted, she could have a second husband. They only list the first husband or one husband up here. And she could have had a second husband, and we can go back to her personal page and see if she has a second husband who was named William. But these are probably not her, and we'll want to hit not a match and explain why they're not a match. We could also go later on to here on the not a match and click on those and be like, oh, here's people that here's duplicates or ones that Familysearch thought they were duplicates, and people have gone through and said they're not a match. This is like what I was saying earlier. If you didn't have enough information and you said, oh, they weren't a match, but later on you're like, oh, they actually are a match, we can come here to the not a match section and review and be like, oh, this one actually is a match, and review and merge. But none of these, once again, are her, possibly her. So I wouldn't feel comfortable merging any of these. But there's kind of the general sum overall of how to merge and pretty much all the basics that you need to know. I recommend only doing this if you know 100% that is the person, like I showed you in the first couple ones where they have the exact same parents, the exact same birthday, the exact same name, the exact same spouse. Even when you got in, the parents had the same ID number. Those are the ones I only really recommend doing. Just so you don't come into any problems. And save the other ones for other people. Save the ones for those who are more pro at doing family history work and can tell the difference, the slight difference. Yeah, that's kind of pretty much the forewarning and everything that I should have done at the beginning of this video. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you guys have any questions, please comment below. If you have any suggestions on what else I should film, please also comment below, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. And I hope you all have a beautiful week. Bye.